Marshall will kick off to get the festivities started. He might want another play. To the air, it's Mendoza. Fires to the big fella. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done now.
Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Makes the grab on the shuffle. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Quarterbacks get all the credit, rightfully so. They're the guys taking the snap every play. But my goodness, that dude could have run a 40-yard dash back there in the pocket before he had to throw a stripe for a completion.
Direct snap. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got his man quickly. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening.
We all want to push the ball down the field, down the field, down the field, but when you can dump it off to your running back and still make 10-plus yards, man, it makes you look like a really good play caller.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Touchdown, Thundering Herd! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here's the return from inside his 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Caught behind the line. It's Green. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Looking downfield, it's Murray. Moving out of the pocket. Spits it out to the back. Catch in the middle, it's Bush. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They go to the ground. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Grab near the sticks. It's Green. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. Guys, it is Marshall carrying the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Here's the pressure. Skips away from pressure. Bought a little time, lets it go. That's caught. It's Smith. And they're able to get him down. I think that receiver really had two choices there. Catch the ball, or he was going to wear it in his chest.
Yeah, he was going to be maybe taking an ice bath after too many of these curl routes. He catches them in the body like that. This quarterback has a cannon arm. The receiver found the soft spot in the zone, and, man, the quarterback gave him no choice.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They'll get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air, it's Murray. Ample time in the pocket and lets it go to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. The Tide with the 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Headed to the end zone, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they tacked on the extra point. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Quick completion on the out. Still on his feet at the 45. There he goes. Past the 10. Touchdown, Marshall! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. This quarterback part of their running game. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Crimson Tide needs to convert on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Murray. Fires to the wideout. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. He's got it, 1st down and more. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. They're moving quickly after that big 4th down conversion. Clock will roll when the ball is set. Unloads to the wideout. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
You know, these throws to the perimeter of the field can be so tricky for a quarterback. You've got to be pinpoint accurate and have great timing. You didn't see it there from the QB.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Floating away. Fires on the move. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he missed it. No good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
The Marshall offense makes its way back onto the field. A run for the quarterback. And he was able to run through 1 tackle, but still only a modest gain.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
Wants to adjust the pattern. To throw, it's Mendoza. Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And that's a really good job by the defense understanding leverage. I can't let that fast sucker get outside of me towards the sidelines. Nice job expanding with him and then going and making a tackle. One of the hardest things to do in football is tackle guys in the open field. Great job going and getting them on the ground.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. The short hands, it's Thomas. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Rivers. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they're after him. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Wanting to move the chains, here comes Alabama on fourth. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Makes a catch, first down and maybe a lot more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Leaves it with the back. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. We've reached the break, and Marshall is on top. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. To the air, it's Murray. Now improvising. Outside the pocket, lets it go. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it, and what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead, get the football back here, missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take advantage and swing some momentum in this football game.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's Green. Got enough space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. And a big opportunity for this offense to tie the game up in the 4th with a touchdown.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to hit.
And he's gonna score. Touchdown tie. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And a little pressure, no problem. The extra point ties the game here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. Marshall takes over the ball, the Thundering Herd offense coming out. Making side adjustments here. Dropping back, it's Mendoza. With the catch, it's Grimes. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38.
You know, the defense, they just haven't been able to find an answer for this guy throughout the course of the game. Obviously, he's got 2 touchdowns, picks up the first down there. They've tried doubling him. They've tried man coverage, zone coverage. Nothing working on defense. They can't stop him.
The clock stops. 2 minutes left to play in this one. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. The give to the tailback. Turning it on! He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And how about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football, great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
Marshall got that running game going on the last play. Let's see what they have here. Looking to pass inside the red zone. The throw to the outside is complete. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
What a great job by the quarterback working through his progressions here. In a 2-minute situation, he doesn't force it down the field if it's not open. Check it down to your back, let him go to work, and he comes up with a huge play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Leaves it with the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Marshall looking for the score on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Timeout on the field, and everybody want to make sure they're organized as we come down the gut of the game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Snap it to the back.
With the carry, it's the running back.
The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half.
Timeout.
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. to the ground with the back.
Running back, loses 3. It's now 4th and goal.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go.
Timeout, Marshall.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's lined up perfectly. He'll need to kick it right down the boulevard for the win. Good, right down the boulevard. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. That late clutch field goal put them on top. They can almost taste victory if they can keep them from scoring to tie or win the game. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside. And he loses the football. They got him for a safety, and there's a fine line between being aggressive and reckless, and he just ran right across it when he ran back into his own end zone. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.